Hey everybody, Chris with Lift Kits for Less. Hey, today I'm going to be talking to all you Ford F150 guys. Got a pretty amazing kit here I want to talk about. This one's by ProComp. This is a new 6-inch suspension system, F150. This is 2015 and up, so 17, 18, current iteration of the F150. Now this is for the 4x4. I guess this kit worked on the two-wheel drive, you just wouldn't use the diff components, but clearly this is for the 4x4. My goal today is we're going to go install this on a brand new 2017 F150, so we'll go out the truck here shortly. But I want to go over what this kit consists of, some highlights of the kit, some wheel tire fitment, price points, some options. It's not designed to be a step-by-step install video, but designed to give you kind of what you can expect from the kit and so on and so forth. First of all, part number ProComp. This one here, basically what ProComp does is they offer different shock packages. So you get a base kit, and it's stage 1 where you retain and reuse your factory strut, and then they put a strut hat. That gets the cost down, and for guys that are price sensitive, that helps control the cost. What drives the price up on this one is these massive new front coilovers. This adds about $1,000 and change to the overall cost. So the base kit, standard kit with the strut hat's about $1,800, and then they have some rear shock packages with monotubes. So you can get stage 1 with 2 different shock packages, and then you jump up to stage 2, which consists of the massive new coilover and monotube shock in the rear. That one retails for around $29.48. Now ProComp does run periodically mail-in rebate programs, so keep your eyes open with that. Now remember, on Lift Kits for Less, in the upper corner here is a little eye. You hit that eye, it takes you right to the product page, directions, video, everything there, all the information, any promos. Of course, here at Lift Kits for Less, we always guarantee we will have the lowest price match. We'll match any price out there, okay? Again, let's go into what comes in this kit. First of all, part number is a let's see, this one is K4189B, and this is with the coils, which is a BPX. So again, that's 4189BPX. Again, they're all basically the same, components the same except the struts. Okay, this is a massive kit because it's independent front suspension, and anytime independent half-ton suspensions, any independent front suspensions, whatever you do on one side, we've got to duplicate on the other side. You got a front differential, you got to drop that down, and that's what ProComp does is as good as anybody, is they put everything back in the factory location. The goal of any suspension system is to get the wheels back so they're level, good alignment, and all your factory components continue to operate the way they do. Now this comes, ProComp does offer a full, what they call their lift warranty shield program. Basically, they take out an insurance policy and cover your motor tranny, so anybody that's worried about the manufacturer screwing you over, saying, oh, you put a lift kit on and now you're not covered, go ahead and, obviously it's a free program. ProComp offers it on this kit, and so why not take advantage of that? So that's on the website as well. Okay, independent front suspension. First thing, massive US-made knuckle. Ugh! As you can see, this is all your lift. This is made, I think, probably by Bell Foundries. You can see it's huge. It's going to make up the new distance. So Crossmember Kit, you got a front crossmember right here. This drops everything, your lower control arms. Now this retains your factory upper control arms. It puts it back in the factory location, and then the lower control arms drop into lower points. So it drops everything down. One thing that's unique about this kit, what I really like about ProComp, is they took the rear sway bar drop bracket and incorporated it into the rear crossmember. And what this does is gives you a lot more stability and a lot more rigidity. Anytime we put in new cross members, you're losing structural integrity. So the idea is to make this as stable as possible. There's no other lift kit on the market that does this, so it gives you a lot more stability. And also throw in the torsion bars that come standard on this kit. Gives you a lot more stability side by side. What a lot of people keep in mind about ProComp is they do engineer, they manufacture, they control all aspects of their quality control. So, they have all these install centers across the U.S. 4-Wheel Parts is part of the ProComp family. And what they do is anytime there's an installation, the cool thing is they give that feedback back to engineering, and they can quickly make modifications, altercations, and continue to improve upon your kits. There's no one else on the market that does that. There's nobody else that owns their own install centers and allows that to happen. So, ProComp has an advantage over every other manufacturer where information is coming in constantly to their engineers in Southern Cal. Chula Vista is where this is manufactured. I visited the manufacturing plant. It's impressive. Several lasers. I mean, it's just pretty impressive to watch. And I went in and met with the engineers. I got all these computer arms and digitizing all this stuff is it's impressive. Above my pay grade, you know, I'm just a good old boy who likes to go out in the dirt and play around. So, but it's pretty cool to watch. Okay, so front and rear cross members. Obviously, the new knuckles comes here. This is your passenger side sway bar drop. The rear side here is incorporated. So anyway, this is the rear brake relocation. Just some highlights here, guys. We're going to go out in the truck, install this, and you'll be able to see all this on the vehicle. We'll go back through it. You got a rear diff, rear driveline spacer. It's a driver's side CV spacer. Also, you can see this large wrench here. You can crank these down or up and gain about a 1/2 inch of additional lift. One thing I'll say about the ProComp coils, these are made in Southern Cal at the Chula Vista plant. They sell these separate, so we have these available. So any guy that has an F150, 15 and up, and you got a 6-inch suspension system, you're looking for a badass coil, you can buy these separate. So those are just direct bolt-in. So you're already running a system, you take that strut out, your factory strut out, take the strut hat out, take all that out. This bolts in top and bottom. It's really a nice, quick, easy, relatively easy switch out for guys that already have a kit but are looking for an affordable new full-length coil that's valved for 35, 37-inch tires. This will be pretty badass. Wheels, tires. ProComp's recommending no larger than a 35, 13.5. You cannot reuse your factory wheel. You need to go up to at least minimum 18. You can do a 20, and they say here 9-inch wheel width and with a maximum backspace of 5.5 inches. Again, this is on the website for you guys. This is the monotube rear shock, this steel body monotube. So this is actually great for daily driving, but it offers quite a bit of performance off-roading due to the fact that it's monotube. Okay, what else? Also, guys, the directions are pretty impressive. They literally call out every part and then what page it's on. So it'll say quantity 4, illustration 10, and it's on page 13. So you can see that everything is bagged, labeled individually. I mean, when there's this many moving parts and pieces, it's nice this stuff's all laid out. These are your diff drops, diff drop, diff reinforcement plate. So anyway, guys that want to do this themselves, I don't blame you. I like working on my own truck, but I can see why if it's intimidating, take it to an authorized installer or a licensed bonded guy. And again, we're here in Vegas, but we love installers. We're here to support everybody, give them all the information, try to help you guys make the best decision. Like I've always said, here at Lift Kits for Less, we're independent. We install almost every manufacturer out there. Our goal is to give you the info so you can see what's best for your budget, best for safety, best for you, right? That's what we do here. Last thing, guys, there is some plates for the rear block setup. Here's the rear block. They're 1/4-inch plates, so you can, if you want to somewhat level or even almost squatted, leave these out. I'm going to go ahead and leave these out so we can see what the measurement looks like. We'll go to the customer if he wants a little more taller. If you're towing a little more rake, you can add these in. So this comes with the kit. That's the one thing about ProComp I do like. They don't really nickel and dime the crap out of you on extra parts. The U-bolts will always be long enough. They'll always have enough thread. You don't have to go source extra U-bolts. You don't have to look for extra stuff that drives me nuts. All right, cool. Let's head out to the truck and get this bad boy installed. Great. So Gary, our lead installer, just finished installing the 6-inch ProComp kit. This is a 2017 F150 4x4. I just want to go over some highlights with this installed so you guys can kind of get a sense of what we did. Again, this is an independent front suspension. So our upper control arm stays in the factory location, and then we lower everything straight down, primarily with the front cross member and this rear cross member. So as you can see, the lower control arm here used to sit right here, and we've lowered that down to the lower position, 6 inches, okay? All right, so front cross member. One little point I wanted to, ProComp does a great job of welding these tabs in extremely well. So I've seen some guys like spot weld these, break off and your alignment goes to crap. There's a lot of pressure on your alignment cam bolts here. So these are, ProComp does a really nice job with their welds. Again, this is all done down in Chula Vista, California. So as you can see, the massive full length coilover, 2.75 inch. This is a massive coil. This kit is not only going to ride awesome for daily driving, but it will offer extreme performance for you guys that want to actually off-road. The benefit of a nice daily driver ride and off-roading. One thing I did not mention in when we had this on the table was there is a cut made straight across. It cuts out the factory pocket, so it's one cut. There's no welding, but you cut that to make room for this rear cross member. Okay, and this is the part that integrates into the frame. So as you can see, it has a 2-point mounting system to integrate this to the frame, so you're just planted. I mean, this thing is planted, so when you drive it, it just feels amazing. And then, you know, for added rigidity, they have these nice torsion kicker bars. So this is all part of the kit, pretty sweet. I also want to show you these brake line. They don't show a picture of this in the kit, so this is what that brake line looks like on the driver's side as well as the passenger side, and that's your front brake line relocation bracket. Okay. So that's not shown in any of the directions, but you can kind of see, obviously see this now. So here's your sway bar lowered down, both sides. Thing looks pretty sick. I'm excited to get the wheels on this thing and go test it out. Oh, I screwed up in the video earlier too. I was thinking this was a CV spacer. It's not, obviously. This is out of your front diff. It's obviously a drive shaft spacer, so I apologize for that. Real quick, we'll jump to the rear. Pretty straightforward, obviously. Remember, guys, retain your factory bump stop. Factory bump stop. Okay, so we took out the old block, the new block, put this in, and then this is obviously new. We'll trim these down a little bit later. We want to go drive this a little bit, shake it down. And then the rear Pro Runner shocks. So everything looks good. I'm excited to drop this thing down and see how she feels. Awesome. So we just set it on the ground. If you remember in the video earlier, I was talking about the spacer in the rear, and I wanted to see how this comes just straight out of the box, because they have the option of adding a 1/4 inch or up to a 1/2 inch of additional height. So as you can see out of the box, it basically sits level, and we're set here. It's, in fact, I mean, visually, it looks tail high, but when you put the level on it, the rear end actually sits maybe 1/4 inch low on the level. So, you know, depending on what you guys want to do, if you're going to tow, you want a little more rake, it gives you that flexibility. But the kit with no extra spacers basically sits level. Also, guys, a lot of people want wheels. These are the Soda 20-inch wheels with a -24. These are a 35, 12.5. These are the Nitto Terra grapplers, okay? I'm going to go take this for a spin and see how she feels. Well, what a great ride. This F150 has a ton of horsepower, so for you, I can see why F50 guys are just all over this truck. This thing's fun to drive. We took it out on the back 40 here, and I hit it pretty hard off some good jumps, and those massive Pro Comp coils really ate up the dirt up there, so it was great. Took it out on the road here, did about 20 miles on it. It's super soft on the road, so I think Pro Comp nailed the balance on these front coilovers. So again, as you can see, pretty much looks perfectly level to me. And you know, overall, I can see why Pro Comp is, you know, the biggest name in the industry. I mean, this thing is awesome. So, hey guys, remember here at Lift Kits for Less, we try to give you all the information. There's so much out there, a lot of information. Check us out. You know, go to our product page. Directions will be there, before and after photos. Obviously, the video, will and tire fitment. If you have any questions, hit us up. We're happy to help here at Lift Kits for Less. You get more.